Welcome to the NC Spin After Spin. Additional comments from our panelists just available on our website. John Hood, what do you wish you had said on last week's show, but you didn't?
Tom, we talked about, not surprisingly, the Silent Sam, the demise of the temporary, rickety, collusive settlement that was supposedly going to transfer the statue to the ownership of the Sons of Confederate Veterans. It was always a clever, but too clever by 3 times, kind of rigmarole to get established that there was an ownership by the United Daughters of the Confederacy. The ownership interest reverted back to them because the statue was torn down. Then they transferred to the Sons of Confederate Veterans, who then had cause to say, put the statue back up, and then got paid off. I mean, it was this elaborate thing. It was trying to basically solve a problem that many at UNC don't think is a problem. They just don't care about the law. They really don't.
But a historian said the United Daughters of the Confederacy never owned it to begin with.
I know. I'm saying all of that was rickety and silly. So it got thrown out. And then the very same people turned around and said, now that we have established that that was a very questionable series of legal arguments, we will now make a very questionable series of legal arguments about how there's no legal requirements, not apply. The law clearly applies. It applies, and the only way to keep it from going back up to McCorkle Place, unless you just want to ignore the law and just pretend that people can do whatever they want, is for the legislature to change the law. At this point, given that the courts of Orange County and Durham County cannot be trusted to uphold the rule of law, people can tear down public property and nothing happens to them, I think the rest of the state has to understand that you cannot, there is no way to protect these properties. They cannot be done in Chapel Hill. It'll be torn down again and nothing will happen.
Unlike some statutes, you can read this one and understand what it says.
Well, there is a debate about does it pose a public safety?
Yeah, well, okay.
But that has to do with literally, will the statue fall over? You know what would make it fall over? If people yank on it with ropes. But I do think the legislature at this point needs to accept the reality of the situation and amend the statute accordingly. Safety is in the eye of the beholder? Well, no, safety is pretty clearly defined.
All right. Well, thanks for watching the After Spin. We'll have more video all during the week on ncspin.com.